Hi guys! I'm gonna be keeping it a little bit short today because I kind of have a sore throat. My name is Maddie and I'm a HeartMath certified mentor and I'm also the author of my book, Make Your Own Magic. I have been on a self-healing journey for a really long time, just trying to figure out my way to happiness and just to overall health without having to rely on what I call the health matrix. So like big pharma and having to take pharmaceuticals. Maybe like 3 or 4 years ago at this point, I started doing research into the medical industry because I was taking like birth control and Lexapro, and I started finding research that was actually really scary, and I didn't want to be on these things anymore, but I still had anxiety. So I was like, what am I supposed to do? It wasn't really something that people were teaching back then about how to be mentally healthy and how to have holistic health. So I kind of just had to go down this whole path by myself and figure out whatever it was that I could find to make myself feel better. And now I feel like I have some amazing answers and solutions for people. And I just want to share it so that you guys don't have to do the research that I did. Like when I tell you I was researching for 4 years, I genuinely mean that. Like I didn't even hang out with my friends half the time because I would be doing research and reading books. Yeah, today I'm talking about bad communication and how much it can cost you. So I did, of course, a little bit of research. And there's this book called The Cost of Poor Communication. And David Grossman did a survey of 400 companies that have around 100,000 employees. They cited an average loss of $62.4 million a year, purely based off of poor communication, like to and from and between employees. $62 million. Even like smaller companies, say around 100 employees, bad communication cost them an average of $420,000 per year. So just think about these numbers. Like, if this poor communication can add up to these numbers financially, just think of all of the ways that communication functions in your life. Like you have to talk to your loved ones, to your friends, to your roommates, to your boss, to your landlord, to people at the grocery store, doctors. Like you have to talk to so many different types of people. And if bad communication can cost businesses this much, just imagine how much bad communication costs your relationships. And when I say bad communication, it could be that maybe you're texting and there's some miscommunication, like that's a pretty common one. But also it has a lot to do with what you're feeling inside. So in my new course, it's called From Stress to Your Best. Week 6 is all about communication, and I called it Feeling Over Saying, because a lot of the time you can say one thing and totally feel something else, or you can be feeling a way and try to get something across, and because of the emotions that you're feeling, you don't communicate clearly. Like, for example, if I were to be in like a political debate, and I really want to get my point across strong, and I don't want to come off as like crazy or, look like my feelings or my anger is getting the best of me or whatever. If I were to talk to them and I'm trying to get my point across, but inside I am raging mad and like I just have all of this anger bubbling up, I'm not going to be able to communicate clearly and effectively because it's all getting stomped on by my emotions. So think about in your own life, like, is there any people who care about you and love you and like want the best for you, but when they ask you a certain question or say a certain thing, suddenly it's like you become a barking dog and you're gonna like chomp their head off? A lot of the times our bad communication is not because of just what we're saying, but it's because of what we're feeling behind the scenes. Communication, it's a thing that we do all day, every day, all the time. And you need to be able to communicate to work in any company. But according to this survey, it confirms the importance of good communication. But these same surveys also consistently report that their current employees and prospective employees are doing poorly enough to be labeled deficient in their communication skills. I think the communication could probably be one of the most important skills to have. Not just in business, but in life in general. Like if you can't communicate, how are you gonna have strong family relations, strong friendships, strong relationships. Think of being in an intimate relationship where you guys can't communicate with each other because you're just like blocked by all your feelings and you're so stressed out about them that you can't even get your point across right, or you're so involved in your own emotions that you're not really actually listening to what your partner's telling you, and it's kind of just like going in one ear out the other, and then they're gonna be mad that you're not listening. Like, communication goes on so many levels. It's about feelings, it's about what you're saying, and it's about how much you're hearing, like genuinely hearing what people are saying to you. There might be some of you who feel kind of called out by what I'm talking about on this. You know, if the shoe fits, then I don't know what to tell you. But if this is something that you know you really need to work on, or if you know somebody who is really bad at this and they could use some communication skills, send them this video, because my course From Stress to Your Best is a 6-week course that will teach you exactly how to communicate, but more than that, it teaches you how to self-regulate and how to manage your feelings and your emotions. Because when you're feeling anger or anxiety or nervousness, like, these things mess up your thought process. And then you're not able to think as clearly, you're not able to speak as clearly, and you can't perform at your best. But it's only open for 2 more days. I can't believe it's almost over. It closes on Friday at midnight. So if this is something that you need, get in now. I know there's been like times when I really wanted to get into a course and I'd be like, oh, there's 2 days left, cool. And then I would forget about it, and then it would close on me, and then I would just be like, shit out of luck. And after the doors close this time, I will be reopening the course, so don't worry, it's not like it's gonna be gone forever. But when I reopen it, the price is going up. So get in now. You can be one of the first ones to experience this. I've already had amazing reviews from just testing it out. You know, my first couple of clients have really, really loved it. It's helped them become so much more self-aware and present, and they're able to really use the things that my course teaches in real life, like in real situations. And there's been so many times that I'll have a friend call me like, Maddie, I was in this crappy situation and I was gonna lie about something, but then I did the technique that you taught me and I just realized that I could tell the truth and it was gonna make it so much easier. So then I told the truth and it was so much easier. And I'm like, yay! Like, that's literally my course in action. It's the little things like that that seriously make such a big difference. So only 2 days left, closes Friday at midnight. Get in now while you can. I'm just so excited to have you guys here, and I'm so excited to see the ways that this helps change your life. Oh, also, if you have any questions, please ask me. You can DM me or you can comment on this, but I'm going to be doing a Q&A session tomorrow just to kind of cover any questions that you guys have, in case there's still little things that like you want to sign up but you're just a little bit iffy, or like you don't totally know what the details on this thing are. So ask me any questions and I'll be answering all of those tomorrow. So I will see you then. See ya.